What's working?
Your mic.
Yeah.
Normally it's like 10 minutes of like, Alex,
Nice.
we can't hear you. Am I in what?
You
Yeah,
on
that
that?
last.
I shared it to Joe, Alex, Kyle, you, and myself. Oh, and Dr. Steele.
Do you think that's Dr. Steele?
Probably.
It could be. I don't know. If it's not any of you, it's either Kyle or Steele.
I doubt Kyle's being productive right now.
I don't know. Kyle is pretty productive as a person.
No, I mean that's true, but it's 10:14 on Easter weekend.
Kind of want.
No, he's watching a movie with a woman.
That's what I figured.
Yeah, that is Dr. Steele.
Oh,
Hey,
hey,
Bronchi.
who added How to Advance Freedom?
Me.
Yeah.
Seen you,
Rocky,
wait, seen you change.
Rocky, it keeps cutting you out. All
Yeah,
the
it
way.
keeps cutting out at the very end of your sentences.
Brocky, maybe turn up your sensitivity a little bit. Try that.
How's this?
That
looks
didn't cut out
better.
there.
Is this good? Okay, all
Yeah,
right.
that sounds better.
Yeah.
That's the anonymous person.
I just got in.
Interesting.
I'm pulling it up.
Kyle, are you in the CLO Ideas
Kyle's not on
Google
this.
Did
But
you
you
look
didn't
at
open it? Okay, it must be
That's
Dr. Steele.
That's Dr. Steele then.
Heck yeah. I think he typed in How to Advance Freedom. I put in, like, we just wanted to put ideas down so that we could talk about,
Oh, cool. Dr. Steele. Oh, that's...
Oh yeah, it says Steele says Rothbard was also willing to make bad arguments.
oh, wait, where? Oh, yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah,
that
oh,
one?
yeah. If these supported conclusions, he's like, ooh, interesting.
Ooh, that's... Oh.
So this was my main thing right here. Oh, Kyle walked away. So, yeah, I wanted the main thing is like I wanted to talk about this bit because of Rothbard. That was my like contribution. So I guess Steele's on board for that.
The only... He also has the Adam Smith stuff.
Yeah.
This is kind of awesome.
Sweet. All right. Cool. Steele seems really psyched about like doing this stuff. So I wanted to like kind of have a roadmap of some sort.
That's awesome.
So if you see it and you think like, so I had human action, what to take away. So if you wanted to put like your bullet points in there,
Yeah.
that would add a lot. I'm just kind of putting names next to it. So we know who to like the point person would be.
Yeah, sure.
Sweet. All right.
You should try to have Joe come up with like some kind of history topic. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Something that relates to this stuff.
We could talk about the Fed more.
The
Ah,
Fed.
yeah.
Sweet.
I love that.
That's awesome.
That has to be Dr. Steele.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right.
It sounds like him too.
Yeah. Dang. So he has some
I'm actually
hot takes on Rothbard too.
Yeah, it sounds like the econ faculty aren't huge. Like they appreciate Rothbard when he's right, but they also know when he's wrong. I grew up in a household because my dad kind of got into econ. He loves Rothbard, and I grew up really liking Rothbard. I appreciate Rothbard from an academic standpoint, but I don't think he's the be all and end all like people like to think he is.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't really had that much exposure, honestly.
I think that's why I was pretty ANCAP when I came in.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Yeah, you were.
What the? Why did that open up in Microsoft Edge? No.
Hey, you've got some static behind you, Zabraki.
Me?
Yeah, I think it's your mic.
Damn it.
No. Like it only happens when your mic activates. I think
Yeah.
it's just the mic quality.
Damn.
It's not a big deal. It's just
That kind of freaking sucks.
It's not a huge.
It's not bad. I think it's perfect for gaming. I think it's just like when it's pure voice is when you notice it.
Okay, I gotcha.
Like I can only tell because it's totally quiet. If there was music or like a game, like when we're playing Warzone, I can't hear it at all. Does that make
Christian's
sense?
just trying to mask the part where he's OCD about.
So
all
should I
aspects
do
of
like
this podcast.
Oh,
push to talk then?
No, because we already can't hear it. Like so, if that lights up, you're broadcasting. We can only hear it when you talk. So it's your mic.
Okay.
So push to talk wouldn't change anything.
Okay, gotcha.
All right. Alex, how are things going?
Good. Did not die today, so
Yeah. Oh, I still need to watch your video.
no, you're good. You guys don't have
Alex,
to.
Alex, I listened to the first couple minutes, and I'm gonna be honest, I was kind of lost by the time you finished with the title. That's not your fault. I'm pretty dumb.
It's just outside of the realm of most history major things.
Yeah. But man, you looked so stud in that purple tie,
Oh, thanks, Joe.
just slaying it.
Yeah, it was not a hot dumpster fire, which I kind of expected it to be. So honestly, I'm just grateful for that. How's the art paper? How'd that go?
Oh, it's all right. Fine. Not great, but whatever.
Doesn't have to be.
Yeah. I don't know. It is serving the purpose necessary to it.
There you go.
Yeah. How's life at home?
Good. Just kind of
Oh no.
did Holy Thursday Mass. What's oh
I'm gonna
no?
have to work on personal investing right.
Wait, what?
Oh,
For the second week in a row, somebody in the group
No,
has
that's a-
forgotten about homework.
that's a good RFH tradition.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Somebody's working on homework during it.
I thought you guys did the homework.
I didn't finish it yesterday, remember?
Oh.
Remember when he was like, "I'll finish it tomorrow,"
Oh.
and then Kyle was like, "You'll regret it."
How much do you have to do?
Joe, how long did it take you to do?
Not that long if you just make things up.
That was a Luke King answer.
It's not that hard. I don't know. He hasn't graded it yet, so I don't know what all he's looking for. But it's not that complicated. You just have to pick out. You essentially just have to make up some stock portfolios that at least sort of reflect your time horizon.
Okay. Let me just get my laptop real quick.
Yeah. It's pretty mindless. You don't even have to do any of the calculations or anything. So it's alright.
Zabraki had his headset off, so you have to tell him again.
Oh. We miss you, Zabraki.
All right, say now what you said to him.
Oh, it's not that bad. It's pretty mindless.
Okay.
Never
good.
mind. I thought he said something of substance. I wasn't really paying attention.
Ouch, Christian.
Sorry, I was on my phone.
Get wrecked, Joe.
I mean, he wasn't wrong, but
Joe's over here trying to be helpful.
still savage.
Uh,
Dang, dude. Well, 3/4 of RFH is together.
Yeah. Well, Calvin has his headset on. He's just doing homework.
Yeah, I'll be here in the background.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
No, I mean, no. I mean, like Alex is in.
oh, like physically in.
Oh,
Egypt.
true.
Yeah.
Alex, when are you moving in?
Wednesday.
Wednesday?
Yeah.
Holy crap, so far away.
Oh, that's a person. Um,
Is he?
I think you're playing Warzone.
nah, just regular multiplayer.
Oh, okay.
I was so stressed last night. I did not sleep like at all. You're an idiot. You're not on my team.
Alex, yeah,
So
we can
I'm
hear
just-
we can hear it coming through.
I'll turn it down.
Yeah, no, you can turn it down, or if you go to the bottom where it says your name and like user settings, if you click on
What
that
you just do?
and then go to voice and video, you can adjust the input sensitivity. If you turn it to the right, it becomes less sensitive.
Uh,
Oh, now you're really quiet. Say something again.
how about now?
Here, say something now.
Is that good?
I just turned you up like crazy, so you should be good.
Okay. I don't have to have the volume on. Doesn't.
It's up to you. Well, I turned you up, so it works now.
All right. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. What about now?
I can still hear it.
It's.
Okay.
I can
We're
barely hear it though.
We're just gonna. I don't.
Up to you.
Nah, it's fine. Is my voice
How did the
level good?
Say something again.
Is my voice level good?
Yeah.
All right.
Alex, how was the defense?
Well, I mean, that was it. Like, you saw the presentation.
Mm-hmm.
I meet with Dr. Johnson next week to discuss it, but, like, pretty chill. Like,
That's not bad.
no. Honestly, 20-ish minute video might have been the better play. Actual presentation.
Than the 15 minutes? Or how long was it? Like 15, right?
No, it would have been like, it was like 7.
Oh, okay. So you think it should have been a little longer?
It could have been. I was like 21 when I timed myself. I guess I just timed fast.
Most of the time in stressful situations, you speak faster. So that's like something we learned when you give
Yeah,
speeches.
at LSI. I know. I was there too.
For I forgot about LSI. I was talking about like debate.
Oh no.
I thought you were referencing classical logic and rhetoric.
Nope,
Oh,
that would be
class.
useful information, and we did not talk about that in a class like that.
So honestly, just relieved to be done. Like I still have to write my thesis itself, like revise that. But this was a big step towards being done.
No, that's fair.
That's nice. My CSP thesis defense has been replaced with a written exam.
Oh,
So-
that's disgusting.
A written
I don't
exam
know.
over my own paper.
Ew.
Yeah,
I don't know how to feel about that.
I mean, you don't have to study, right? Because you
I
know,
don't think so.
you know everything, right?
I know everything.
That's how that works.
Yeah.
Everything.
We toys
See,
see
that's exactly what I was thinking.
There's got to be a good gif of that somewhere.
I'll look it up.
Alex, how is the Detroit situation?
I think our governor's an idiot.
Good gif.
Just
Sorry,
like,
Alex. Continue.
Oh, you can't go to other people's houses. Like, you can't tell me what to do. That's, I don't know. I think she's
Yeah.
being very totalitarian about it.
Yeah.
But like,
Mhm.
it's fine. I just stay in the house and avoid all the scary people outside. I don't know. It's kind of boring.
Hmm. Yeah, I think everyone is pretty quickly losing any affection they had for Governor Whitmer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At this, oh, dude, you know what's the most annoying
She's
thing?
going hardline totalitarian. Like,
Yeah, I think
with
it's.
this latest order.
I think Dr. Steele's right when he talked in the CLO podcast that I think maybe she's seeking the Democratic nomination,
Oh,
and
absolutely.
like because
She's-
this is
she's
getting her
fine.
national attention if I remember correctly.
It is. She'll keep it up
Yeah.
for as long as it continues to look good. Yeah.
Ugh, that's so obnoxious.
She's definitely positioning, and like I think once we look at how we come back from this, like we'll see more positioning
Oh yeah, for sure.
in terms of like the layout, who gets to come back first. You know,
Yeah, it's just kind of crazy.
I'm sure there are special interest groups in Lansing lobbying to. I don't know, just the whole vagueness of like the well, you know if you're essential.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I saw in the emergency alert that like went on all of our phones today, and then Brocky read the mandate, which was interesting, but like it is vague. It doesn't tell you exactly
It's
what's what.
extremely vague. Of course, that's not going to stop them from enforcing it to the most liberal extent of the law.
Yeah, I mean, like, I have a lot of respect for officers, but at the same time, I have a feeling that it's going to boil down to how bad of a mood is the cop in.
Well, I'm kind of concerned about coming back because it's like I've heard stories of people being stopped for like driving.
Okay, I'll say this. I drove all the way back to Grand Rapids, had a dentist appointment, stayed home, and then drove back really late. And either time, there was no cops. Like, the traffic on the expressways is like a light day normally. You wouldn't be able to
Yeah,
tell
I
there was a
know.
quarantine.
But like supposedly there's a new like, or it's going to be enforced more strictly starting
Oh,
tomorrow.
that's true. That was the 10th.
So I
Well,
might
I would
say something along the lines of I dropped a friend off at the airport and I'm going back to my house at college. If
Yeah, so there is at least in the original order, there was an addendum for college students traveling between residences.
Oh, was there? Well, in the
Yeah.
original one, we'll see. But yeah,
So
I don't know. Just
if it's the original
like
order that's just been extended,
no, it's just a whole new one.
ooh, gross.
Yeah, it's got its own unique designation,
Well, I guess there's
Yeah.
two options. You could come back earlier than Wednesday.
like tonight.
Probably tomorrow.
My parents would kill me if I missed Easter.
Oh, I didn't think of that. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Much as I do love you guys, like I am gonna come back.
No. That just totally slipped my mind. I didn't even think of it.
That's not gonna
Yeah.
stop me.
It doesn't
We're gonna
feel
have
like Easter.
We're gonna have a really ratchet little Easter celebration here.
You should. I don't know. I'll say like I am really hoping we still get paid on Wednesday.
I don't see why we wouldn't.
Exactly, but I could see them coming up with some bullshit excuse to pay us.
I mean, that's our money.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, I should
So,
really
I
pay for my.
has to
I should
be.
really pay my bill for college.
Yeah. me
Ah,
too.
Dude, okay. If you go onto self-service, is it preventing you from paying it?
No,
I
I haven't tried.
I get an error every time, and I keep forgetting to email ITS.
Jeez, yeah, I don't know.
Okay. I also
Yeah,
love
I've
how
been-
every
I've-
single
I've been
year.
having-
Go ahead.
I've been having lots of problems with self-service this whole semester.
Oh, then I might reach out. I just keep forgetting.
I definitely reach out because I'm pretty sure they charge you late fee.
They do. I just keep forgetting.
No, dude, like you want to get that checked out
Yeah.
ASAP.
I'm trying to think. Oh, dude, I just hate how every single year the paying tuition has been a different system.
Oh yeah,
Like-
yeah.
like
it's all
freshman
supposed to
year, they
make your
s-
life
Huh?
easier. It's all supposed to make your life easier, but it's just so complicated because there's no continuity.
Yeah, it's like freshman year, they billed you directly. Halfway through sophomore year, it was like an online bill.
Yeah.
Junior year, it was an online bill through a different thing, and now it's self-service.
Right. Yeah, it's pretty weird.
And then, oh, and that's the thing, like freshman, sophomore, and junior year, they'd email you that it was due or coming up, and then senior year, they were like, well, you should just know.
Yeah. Which is
And you
honestly
just get that like warning notification. It's like, uh-oh.
yeah, $25 a week.
Ugh. This thing can't go on much longer.
Well, I mean,
I say that less as anyone knowing anything about the virus and more as someone.
well, I'd argue we're beyond the point. The virus itself is only gonna do so much,
Yeah.
and like
The
Phil
shutdown,
said,
on the other hand.
yeah, the shutdown is insane.
Yeah.
Kroger here. At least I haven't been, Alex, but Christian was there, and apparently that's even getting
Is it getting
They
that, like the supply lines are starting to wear thin?
the supply lines are starting to wear thin, at least in like toiletries. Like when Brocky and I were there, they were out of tissue or like toilet paper. They had only individual rolls of like very generic brand um, paper towel, and it was you could only grab one.
Yeah, that's.
And McDonald's, they are really limited. They have a limited menu now.
Ooh,
And when we went to Steak and Shake the other day in Jackson, they said they were
They
running
have-
low on ketchup. So it sounds like I think Steele's right. I think the supply lines are starting to
feel it.
yeah, like break down into like I don't think we're gonna run out of like everything, but like
No, but it'll definitely be limited. And what I'm seeing in a more suburbanized area is very much like, it's not that you're out of options, just your choices are very, very limited.
yeah, which I think says a lot because Hillsdale was fine. Even with like things running out, they were stocking the shelves every day. Where like I've heard in the more urban areas, it's consistently gone. So if it's
Oh yeah, they'll just leave stuff going.
yeah, so like if
Like,
if it's running out here, that means that like it's gone.
Yeah, beef is hard to come by. Chicken's hard to come by. Not impossible, mind you. Just
Mhm.
like it's pretty picked over. Nobody likes pork for some reason, but
Which is perfect because it's a lot cheaper now.
yeah, it is. So I don't know, dude. Like it's
Oh, speaking of pork, I have the pork I bought like a week or two ago is starting to go a little brown. I think it's fine to cook, but we should cook it soon. And I was thinking like tacos tomorrow.
Hell yeah, brother.
All right, sweet. I think we just need tortillas.
yeah. When you cook that, make sure you cook that all the way through.
Oh, absolutely.
I like my pork raw.
Oh God.
Alex, as the biology major in our class, what do you think about cockroaches?
I study little things you can study under a microscope, not cockroaches.
Dude, Joe and I were just goofing that entire
I
class
know. I
period.
saw. I thought it was so funny watching the two of you share one computer. Like,
It was great. Calvin, Kyle, and I all shared a computer for Austrian. Steele thought it was
Did,
hilarious.
you'll get a kick out of it. Yeah, I get a kick out of it too.
He was like he's like Christian and company, I guess.
You gotta change it to CLO for the next
I
class.
I do need to do that.
Dr. Hart sounded so done with everything today.
Yeah.
This godforsaken
wait,
semester.
We talked about what concerts each of us had seen for like 20 minutes. That was rough.
Calvin was sitting on the couch just listening to it, and he was like, "What the hell is this class?" Like,
Yeah.
And he's like,
Totally.
"So when did you see that concert? Who did you go with? Like,
It's like
why were you at that
asks
concert?"
if you're into music, and then he goes like individually, like, "Are you sure?" Like, I don't know. It just
Yeah.
seemed like a wasted 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, we waste a lot of time in that class. Usually, it's pretentious people thinking that they know what they're talking about.
oh God, yeah. Don't say names, but I know exactly who you're talking about.
Holy shit, that was the entire enemy team. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Like, I'm a science major. There's not a lot of general discussion in class, so it's really weird to hear. It's still weird for me to hear people like, I don't know. And like Josiah's guilty of it too sometimes. God, I shouldn't say names. Sorry.
Nah, it's
But
fine.
I don't know. It's just like interesting to hear some people's like thought processes.
Yeah, no. I mean, even coming from a series of, or a major which has a lot of discussion in certain classes, it still blows my mind when some people share their thoughts and you're like, wow, you thought that was important, huh?
Thanks for that one, guy.
Yeah.
Hell, there was even one today in Austrian where like there's an entire section dedicated to a certain topic, and then one kid asked a question which was like the whole section, and it was like, it's called read it. Like, although I'm a bad student, I instead of reading for the class, it was Austrian business cyclotheory, which I already know pretty well. So I just read the entire chapter while we went over it in class.
Not gonna lie, I did not.
You
music
didn't
chapter.
you didn't read for what?
The music chapter.
Oh, for Mencken?
I read everything else, but
Oh.
like, we had like an hour before class, and we started going on about Wagner, and I was just like, nope.
Hey, guess what? I didn't read.
I kind of figured.
Yeah. That seems
No
to kind of
reaction.
that seems to be kind of the MO.
Joe, did you read?
I looked over it for like only because literally the only reason that I was somewhat prepared for what was going on was that I thought the class was at 3.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
3:30, and it was at 3:30, so I was like, wow, I have a half hour to do the reading that I have not done.
Dude, it was hilarious. I was sitting on the couch just on my phone, and Joe comes out at 3. He's like, you ready to do Mencken? And I was like, it's not at 3:30. He's like, oh, right. Walks back into his room, and then at 3:30, walked down and was like, ready to do Mencken? The exact same.
Rinse and repeat. Alex, have you seen 1917?
No, I need to. I've heard phenomenal things about it.
We watched it the other night. It was so good.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
I'll do that.
I'd seen it before. I seen it. I
Yeah,
had
you went to
seen
see
it
in
before.
theaters, right?
Yeah. Oh, man, that movie is gorgeous.
Being a turbo nerd, yeah,
I'd probably watch it a third time.
that's fair. Oh, we covered the Bigsby letter in Logic and Rhetoric,
Oh, really?
and that just took me back to Saving Private Ryan. So I had to watch the scene where Marshall pulls it out of his Bible.
Yeah. Oh, God. I love that scene.
So good, and I've decided we need to watch that movie again.
I'm down. Should we watch that and then start Band of Brothers?
I'm down. Also, I don't know if any of you guys like Tarantino, but his latest film, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, is
Ooh,
really,
I've heard that's really good.
it's really good.
Oh.
I haven't seen it yet, but I really want to.
I would be willing to watch it again. It's like a love letter to back in like the golden age of Hollywood. I enjoyed it.
Isn't it like about, or at least it involves
It's about the
Manson
Manson
murders?
No, it's about the Manson murders.
Oh,
and
jeez.
Margot Robbie plays Sharon Stone.
I'm in.
It's
Oh.
it's hella good.
Oh, wow.
Dude,
And
I
it's
listened-
Brad Pitt and DiCaprio. And they do a good job.
I listened to this whole podcast series about the Manson murders.
Uh-huh.
That was better than anything I've seen on TV in a long time. It's so crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Margot Robbie.
In the movie.
I guess so, but
I finally saw Wolf of Wall Street. I've been so bored. I've been watching films I like to watch.
Wow.
I know, right? Sorry, we were looking at photos of the cast.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all look at the cast.
Yeah, the cast.
I'll show you the photo.
You mean Margot Robbie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm over
You're
here.
not you're not looking at You're not looking at pictures of Brad Pitt over there.
Hey, you don't know that.
Dude, there was my Latin teacher showed Troy to all Catholic girls' school a mile up the road for their Latin club, and parents flipped out because Brad Pitt's like ass is showing in one of the clips.
Oh my.
So they had to like pray for forgiveness because that happened.
Are you serious?
Yes, I am.
No.
He was telling us about it in Latin class one day. We're just so dumb.
That's not true, is it?
Yes, it is.
No-
I am
Oh my
100%
god.
not pulling your leg. Like, I wish I were making this up.
Catholic school is a weird place.
Dude, it's something else, man.
Dude, I would be so mad. You know I would handle that really well.
Yeah, yeah, I know you did. You would.
By the way, I'm going to send you
Yeah,
the
the
image we found.
The Manson murders are nuts.
Can you put it in the Discord?
Oh, I could, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
It's not a bad photo.
I mean, it's a good photo.
Yeah.
Not a
Well, like, no, it's a photo where, like, if someone found it on my phone, I would not be, like, ashamed to have it because it's not, like, creepy.
You and every other 12-year-old out there.
Um,
Oh, also, Step Brothers is on Netflix.
I've never seen that.
It's I like John C. Riley and Will Ferrell. It's one of his better comics.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
yeah, all right. I guess I'll grant you that.
Wait, so she plays Sharon Stone?
Yeah, and it's actually really well done. It's kind of a love letter to her too.
Wait, so
She's
what are
portrayed
these
very
murders?
well.
I've never heard of them.
So Sharon Stone married. Oh my gosh, a Polish filmmaker.
Roman
I mean,
Polanski.
yeah, Roman Polanski. And they
Still an
moved into a house.
active director.
Yeah, except he can't come to the U.S. before because he risks getting arrested for I think statutory rape.
Yeah.
Oh.
But
Not a good man.
yeah, he married Sharon, and they moved out to L.A. They bought a house out there. And one night, Roman was out of the country. Sharon was there with one of Roman's friends and his girlfriend, and they were all smoking pot. She was heavily pregnant, I think like 8 or 9 months, and apparently acting on orders from Charles Manson himself. 3 of his disciples showed up and murdered everyone in the house.
Whoa.
Charles Manson was this like he thought he was he claimed he was Jesus
Yeah,
and
he
started
started
this
his own
like
cult. It was nuts. Like,
So this is like Waco and Jonesville.
uh, yeah, except the ATF never went in. The Manson. Oh no, they did. Because the like Manson went to jail.
he was caught eventually, but it was
yeah.
kind of like
It was
it wasn't
nuts.
some big. He was arrested. Okay, I listened to this podcast. Hold on.
Yeah, you're probably more familiar with it than I am. I only know.
Oh, Zabraki, why would you do that?
You know what? That's not the grossest thing I've seen. I'd probably eat that.
Wait, actually, now that I'm looking at it,
I think that's a great idea.
actually, wait, yeah, that's not that bad.
You want to try that?
Yeah.
Do
We should film it and then upload it.
we have the materials?
Guys, we should just start our own TikTok page.
Oh God.
It's time to
Uh.
the autism.
I feel like TikTok requires effort. YouTube is still like the whatever.
That's true.
But anyway, he like thought he was Jesus, and so he starts this like hippie cult. And it's so crazy. It's like
He
he's
wanted
like
to
this.
promote the Muslim Brotherhood.
Yeah, he's like an aspiring musician, and he thinks like the Beatles are sending him coded messages through their albums.
What?
Yeah, this
Yeah,
man
it's-
was insane.
He thought that the White Album was like a secret message to him about the end of the world, where like a race war was gonna start.
Yeah, he was really concerned about the race war.
Yeah, and so eventually, like his cult, which is like a bunch of like crazy young women
There are
who
a
are in
couple
this, like-
guys too, but yeah.
and a couple guys, start like murdering these rich Hollywood celebrities. Most famously, the
Sharon Stone.
Sharon. Wait, is it Sharon Stone?
I think so.
I thought it was Sharon Tate.
I swear it was Sharon Stone. Maybe it is Sharon Tate. It's Tate. My bad.
Oh, it's Sharon Tate. Yeah,
I don't know where Stone came from.
I think that might be one of the.
She was back. No, she worked with Schwarzenegger. That's what it was. Like in the 80s. So
Yeah.
Sharon Tate was like 20 years before her. But yeah, they
Yeah.
moved into this like abandoned, not abandoned, but it used to be like a Hollywood, like Western set piece.
Oh no.
It was a ranch outside of LA, and they just kind of like moved in and took over.
That sounds like
guy
that one
who owned
Doomsday
it.
Prepper place.
Yeah, the guy who owned it was really old, so they just kind of like muscled him out and like lived for free on his land.
Yeah, you should look up the podcast series called "You Must Remember Manson."
Okay.
It's like an 8-part like retelling of the murders, and it's super good.
But yeah,
Oh.
like he's definitely up there with like Jonestown and Waco in terms of like cults.
Gotcha.
Like, I'd say he's probably the best known, honestly.
Do you think there are any cults in Russia? Like during the Soviet Union?
Oh, there's cults everywhere.
I'd
Yeah.
watch the crap out of that. That would be so cool.
I would be interested to see how the Russians like.
I bet I could guess
Handle
how they
that.
handle it. How many bullets does an AK mag hold? Yeah,
29 or 30.
exactly.
No,
Yeah.
that's fair. But I mean, hell, like, the Church of Christ still exists.
That's true. I mean, I think we give him a lot of crap. I think the one
No.
that Doyle talks about is definitely one.
They're a cult.
You think like the whole one?
A cult.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
there's-
apparently the one in Hillsdale made the Corinne get rebaptized because the first time didn't count. And anybody who does that, in my book,
Wait, Corinne, like,
Murdoch.
oh, she got
Did I-
rebaptized?
Yeah, like they took her, like their inner circle took her out into to a lake in the middle of the night. Apparently.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, that's a cult. Never mind.
yikes.
That's some cult
I'd
energy.
say that meets the definition of cult pretty well.
Doyle's definitely does.
That definitely reminds me of Far Cry 5.
Yeah.
Hey Joe,
Yeah, dog.
how did you figure out your allocation?
It's literally just,
Did you just
Like-
make up numbers?
yeah, I did. This is all made up.
Okay, and did you just put in random mutual funds?
No, I mean, like say your retirement plan can be a little bit more aggressive. So you can do things like, I had like an international growth fund, like the Vanguard 500 index fund, like so some more growth oriented or like medium growth oriented funds.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then for like house down payment, I did like a 5-year CD, which is guaranteed returns, and then a money market fund, which is just like barely beating inflation.
So did you only do 2 portfolios?
No, I did 3. I think you might have to do 3. I don't know. I did retirement, home down payment, and a travel fund. And the travel fund, I think I just did like Vanguard 500 and a 5-year CD or something like that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And then that's all you had to do, right?
Yeah, so if you look, do you see the example one?
Yeah, but then like there's like on this last page, it's like the quarterly reports.
This is like, so this is all like you just set it up. I think he's thinking that you like keep this for the rest of your life and like
So you
fill it
didn't
in.
fill out that quarterly report.
No, you leave them TBD.
Gotcha.
So you fill in those goal weights and then your beginning amounts, just like on there. But then you can leave them TBD, I believe.
This is so dumb.
Yeah, I know.
At least this is the last thing we have to do for this class, besides the final.
There you go.
Yeah. I know. I don't really care anymore.
Nope.
Anyway, thank you everyone for sitting through homework questions.
That's fine by me.
Yeah, definitely.
I had a minor panic attack and thought I wasn't recording. I am. We're good.
Oh, good. Okay. I didn't want to ask, but
I thought I was gonna make fun of you at the Oh shoot, I broke
Oh,
the ruler.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I was playing with it.
Why does it sound like glass?
Because it's plastic.
Oh.
Yeah, I just shattered a beer bottle in my hand. Like a savage.
No more straight lines.
Oh well, I have more.
Yeah, no, just for future us who forget. I totally goofed and did not record our second, like our first real podcast where we tried, and it was 2 hours, and it was really, really, really good.
it was really good. Yeah.
And I was a total dumbass and didn't record a second of it. Instead, because I used Shadowplay, I turned on instant replay for 2 hours, not record.
Oh well. It was a good dry run.
Yeah, no, it was really cool.
Yeah, we do this for fun anyway.
I also
Yeah.
owe Joe a public apology, speaking of rulers, because 2 years ago I made a lot of fun of him for needing a ruler to underline thing in books because I was like, why would you do that? Just highlight it or underline it, you weirdo. And then I started doing it this year when Kyle started underlining with a ruler human action. And I was like, whoa, that's really cool. And I did it, and now I'm the idiot.
Idiot.
But it looks really good.
How's it feel, Christian?
Feels awesome, actually.
How's that crow taste?
You know what? Worth it, because human action looks excellent with my underlines in it.
Doesn't it? It looks so professional
Yeah.
and neat.
And I was like, I picked up this like blue pen that I really like, even though it looks ugly, and it looks so good in the book. Because the book has blue aesthetics.
Yeah. Oh,
So that was the real nerdy part of the podcast, but
yeah. I want to read Human Action at some point.
you definitely should.
I need to as well.
Yeah. I have like on my desk right now, I have the Constitution of Liberty and the Law.
I will tell you this: I will not discourage you from reading Human Action, but Human Action is definitely a like Mises to the common person, but also to anyone laying like economics from the ground up. So you'll learn pretty much basic econ from the Austrian perspective, or actually a decent amount of Austrian econ.
Yeah.
But I would recommend, if you're just like looking to get some good opinions, Hayek's Constitution, Liberty, and Road to Serfdom are actually really good entry points. And if you find
Yeah, I
those
have-
fascinating, then read Human Action.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
Good
kind
to
of what Kyle. I talked to Kyle a little bit about it, and he showed me some of like if you want to read some sections of Human Action, like the commentaries on the socialists and things like that.
That's also very true. Those would be good. Like you'd get a lot out of that without it being like, wow, I feel like I'm in a lecture, even though I love the book.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think Constitution of Liberty is definitely on there, and I want to read Bastiat.
Yes, definitely.
I bought all these for Wolfram, but I just didn't read them because it was Wolfram.
I read like half of the law. Oh, go ahead.
I took psych, so I have like no Austrian experience.
Fair.
I do feel like that's something I missed out on.
Yeah, I'll recommend the books, and we could definitely like, if we keep doing this, just talk about them at some point. If we did like a little book club and just
Sounds
all,
like a book club.
yeah, but like if we all were just like, hey, let's read the law together and talk about it for like 10 minutes. But,
That's good.
yeah, those books are really good, and I feel like I didn't read them fully because like I had a busy semester, and Wolfram's definitely like he told you what you needed to know in the lectures. But the bits I've read, like I didn't feel like Wolfram was misleading me, and they're really good and straightforward.
Cool.
Bastiat's a lot of fun to read. He's pretty witty and like clever. Like it's not in the law, but there's another like article or book he wrote in which he says he makes the absurd argument where he's like, if we're gonna really protect industries, like in France they were protecting the candle industry, he's like, we should ban windows and make everyone sit in the dark so that you buy as many candles as possible, because that would be the best for the candle industry.
That's pretty good.
That is...
Ugh, yeah. Dude, Alex, have you watched Tiger King yet?
Yeah, I finished it.
Nice. So good.
Give us your thoughts, Alex, since we talked about it last week and we couldn't participate.
Well, just like, yeah, like you guys said, like, you finish the first episode, you're like, oh, it's some weird guy who lives out in Oklahoma with 200 tigers. And then, like, with 5 minutes left in the second episode, I think, and then they're like, then Carol Baskin murdered her husband. Like, what? And just, oh my gosh. It
Yeah.
was, and like, Doc Antle, like, he's weird too.
They're all weird.
They're
Oh yeah,
all
he's
weird.
like the cult leader, but he has all the girls sleep with him.
Cult that's not a cult. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird.
He like changes their names,
Oh
Yeah.
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 and then he renames himself Bhagavan.
Yeah.
What a weirdo.
That's
Oh my
certainly
God.
something.
I am
The
never
ex-drug
gonna find
dealer
this
is the most
movie.
normal person in the show.
Kind of is, yeah.
Brocky, did you play that?
Yeah.
But just I want to see. Apparently they're filming another episode, so I want to see it.
I've heard that. Yeah.
Apparently, it's coming out in like the next couple weeks. So
Oh God, it's not soon enough.
I know.
Mm.
Hey,
Siege
it's
of
a
Mandalore starts tomorrow
what?
for Clone Wars.
Oh,
The first episode of the Siege of Mandalore arc should begin.
we should watch that stuff together when you get here.
Sure.
Heck yeah. I watched the first 2 episodes of the new season.
The first 3 were good. I didn't like the second 3 because they all kind of focused on Ahsoka after she, and like necessary for plot, yes. Good
I'm
storytelling.
here- I'm
not
here for the
really.
clones.
Yeah, so like, Siege of Mandalore should be pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I think Ahsoka's pretty cool, but I agree. Like the clones are where it's at.
Yeah.
Captain Rex.
Cody.
So good.
Yeah. So.
Oh, we've started working at the Salvation Army,
Oh, nice.
going down there and volunteering.
That's
Yeah.
good. I'm sure they appreciate that. Hell.
Yeah, I think we've single-handedly done all the heavy lifting for the last 3 days.
Good for
They
you.
always just seem so happy to have us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're good.
Currently, I
people.
have very little else giving me positive feedback.
It's very true.
Is Mary still around, or did she go home?
Oh, she's still around. I think she's staying here over the summer.
Oh, okay.
One, because New York is in a bad way.
Yeah.
But 2, because I think she's going to work in the contact center.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
Just move into a friend's house, so she'll be here for the duration. Yeah, so that's pretty fun.
Ugh. It's just kind of tiring. I don't know. It's so boring around here.
Yeah.
I will say it's a lot better
Entertaining
being in here
yourself.
though.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I'd be even worse probably at home.
Yeah. Dude, just being in the
with-
dorm, like, alone
fair.
all weekend was like, whoa, I really miss those guys. There's nothing going on.
You guys want to
Yeah,
know
I-
what summer was like? It's like that for 6 weeks.
Jeez.
Yeah, Christian, how was being quarantined?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that happened since.
Yeah.
So one of the cleaning ladies came down with pneumonia, who was sanitizing the dorm every day, and while the chance of it being chemically induced pneumonia was high, they still checked her. They tested her for COVID, and we kind of like had to hold tight. I mean, actually, technically we didn't, because when I talked to Chief a couple times, like he was under the impression, he's like, well, she didn't test positive. We don't know. So like, you don't need to act as if you are. But Judith was very much like, we could have it, therefore. So I just stayed cooped up all weekend to like cooperate, because I didn't want to freak her out. Like it definitely. So it did end up being chemically induced pneumonia, but I didn't want to freak her out, and I still had a big like belief it was. But as soon as that happened, and spending all weekend alone, it was like, okay, I need to make plans to move off campus.
Yeah.
And then as soon as they talked about the governor extending the shelter in place, then it was kind of like, okay, they're definitely going to close. And so I kind of pulled the trigger as soon as they announced it.
Yeah, I would have been like, yep, that's it for me. I'm going.
Yeah, and like at first I kind of expected Judith to fight me on it, but I went to her and was like, hey, you know what, I know you're not comfortable with me traveling back and forth. There's nothing wrong with that. But I after spending the whole weekend by myself, I realized that I would rather be with them and be sick or something like that than like save here alone. So I'm going to move in with them.
With you.
Well, I guess there is that, but at the same time, if it didn't end up happening,
No,
we'd be
no,
alone.
No.
Hell yeah, brother.
I'm just I'm itching to come back.
Yeah. I grabbed your Xbox TV and power cord, so,
Appreciate
and
it.
controllers.
Oh, perfect.
Hey, once we're wrapped up with this, does anyone want to hit around a Battlefront?
Oh.
Damn it.
You'll be here soon, Alex.
I know.
I'm down to play a round or two. Then we can play some Warzone.
We could play Warzone. We have 4.
Um,
Oh wait. They need to be another account.
Oh no, because Joe would have your account here. You'd be playing on your brother's Xbox, right?
I'm playing on my account here.
You are?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, because like you weren't playing as He Saved Me, so I was like, I thought that was your brother's account.
I don't know how that would work. You could try it. You probably have to
Does it
power it on and
download
start
it?
downloading the now.
Oh, you're right.
It's gonna take a while.
Yeah, that will. Oh well.
We should probably do that before we go to bed. Then
Yeah.
one will be
Oh,
updated.
yeah.
We can do that in the future though.
Yeah, I'm down. We could play with Joe. That'd be fun.
Yeah, that could be a lot of
Yeah.
fun.
You just want some free kills.
No, no,
we're
no,
on
no.
the same
We'd be on the team.
Oh, heck yeah.
But Joe,
Yeah,
you'd
that
be
would be-
beneficial because right now, so normally it's teams of 3, but now it's teams of 4, which I don't like at all because it's too many.
Yeah.
But you'd
I
be
don't
our
think many
4th.
people do, but yeah, you would.
It just feels like we down like 2, and you're like, all right, there's one left. Not like, oh yeah, there's still half the team.
Right. No, that's fair.
Sure, I'll be a warm body.
You'd be my
Joe, go
little-
check that building. Oh, there's someone in there.
Is that a landmine? Joe.
You're up.
Okay. I know the controls.
That's really all you need, honestly.
Alex, do you have access to a fire pit?
Yeah. I don't think I could fit it in my car.
Oh, never mind.
We
can
just need to get.
Well, we just need to ask him.
We
Okay.
just need to ask Tim to bring ours back.
Okay.
Um,
We should do that because it's getting cold.
Yeah.
Also,
And that'd
we
be
should bring
fun.
all that wood from Galloway that's just still sitting there.
yeah, you should.
And if
Wait,
we
there's
need
still
more,
wood?
yeah,
Yeah.
there's a bunch we didn't burn, and it sounds like that came from Needfelt. So worst comes to worst, we'll just steal it from there.
There's no one in Needfelt now.
Exactly.
Could definitely do that.
Yeah, we need to have some. We need to have some fires.
So what are churches doing for Easter and stuff? Like,
I watched a live stream today. I don't know.
Yeah, St. Anthony's here is doing a live stream of the Easter of like the Holy Thursday Mass, Good Friday Mass, and then the Easter Vigil.
gotcha.
So you can still quote unquote attend,
Right.
but there's none of the like Easter festivities really.
Yeah.
Strange.
It's very weird.
It's the first, I think, unpublicly celebrated Easter,
In a
at
long
least as far as
time.
I can find. in a
Ever.
very long- Yeah, maybe
It's like
ever.
the Black Death.
I don't think they closed churches for that because they didn't know how it worked.
That's true. They were probably like, we need to be in church.
Oh hell,
Yeah.
we still have mega church pastors who don't know how it works.
Well,
So-
that's true.
Idiot in New Orleans invited 700.
700 new cases.
It wasn't quite 700 new cases, but it was pretty high.
See, I would say like natural selection, but then also it passes on to other people
Yeah.
who did not select to be there. So,
Natural selection
Yeah.
through the friends you keep.
Guilt by
Yeah.
association.
God will know his own.
Yeah, that's how that works. Because only the bad people die anytime there's a major tragedy.
Yeah.
it's justice.
Well, yeah, wasn't there, I don't even remember who it was. There was like a priest. I don't even remember what religion he was, but he was like, this is due to like homosexuality being in the world, like COVID-19.
That was one of the Israeli rabbis.
That's right. And then he got COVID.
Ah, got him.
You played yourself.
Oh, sometimes the player gets played.
Ugh.
That's funny. It seems like people are like at some point someone's always gonna say something dumb about any natural disaster.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like,
It's usually tied to religion, though, so maybe Mencken isn't far off.
Oh, dude, Dr. Steele. So in Austrian, we talked about time preference for interest rates. You don't need to know that, but the long story short is he was talking about discounting the future and how like what kind of scenario would there create where you just don't care about like tomorrow? And he talked about that he talked about that one preacher from Internet Historian who talked about like the end of the world and like predicting the day.
Uh-huh.
So I felt like my knowledge of random YouTube videos actually paid off in like real life knowledge.
Christian is slowly becoming relevant to real world applications.
Yeah.
I know that.
I do that.
Hey, 1 hour in the thousands of hours of garbage I watch paid off. Therefore, keep doing.
Logic is sound.
I have less to do than ever and less motivation than ever.
What kind of dumb syllogism would that be?
I don't know.
Like 1 hour, like there are hours of valuable information. Some hour. Oh wait, no, it's like Christian spends
no,
many
it
hours
has to
on
be-
Christian spends many hours on YouTube. Some hours are productive. Therefore, some of the time Christian spends on YouTube is productive.
Yeah.
And then there's some stupid letter acronym which I really don't understand how those work to test the validity of it.
I hated that part.
Barbara and Fairy E and Fario and Dari E. And
Dario.
Dude, I missed the class period before that, and I didn't read it in the textbook. So when we showed up to class the day and we started talking about those, I was like, "What in the hell is going on?"
yeah, those are kind of bonkers and not really useful. I mean, as with a lot of that class.
Yeah.
All of that class? Fucking stupid ass.
What a dumb class. It's been 4 years and the class still sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's currently occupying most of my time.
Yeah.
Ugh. I can't believe we're so close to being done with homework.
I know.
Forever.
We're
For
literally
some of us.
we're less than 3 weeks away from being done with it.
Jeez.
That's
at
the
least in the
terrifying
near term.
thought.
I'm warming up to it.
Warming
I
up to what?
like the idea of college being over.
Yeah.
I will say, I think the thing that makes me feel more confident about it are A, like the idea of us coming back in August and like spending time together and then maybe doing CHP next year, and B, like intentionally going like, hey, next year we're going to meet in Texas or something. Like having those
Yeah.
particular things actually makes me feel very confident. Where like before that, where we were just like, well, we'll do something, kind of terrified me.
That's fair.
Yeah. It's like everyone's not just gonna fall apart as soon as classes end.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, one might argue we've already fallen apart.
Oh God.
Well, also, like, I think this whole situation is definitely warming me up to, like, please, I'm tired of this. Like,
I need a job. I want money.
I know.
That's fair.
I was like, I kind of want to, like, honestly, if someone came up to me and was like, hey, a coal mine is opening in town, I'd be like, oh, good, something to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, be like,
And I get paid.
Yeah, it's like, if someone needed me to go whaling on Lake Bobby's,
I'd come with.
like,
That would be
sure.
What if the four of us went to like Alaska and worked on a crab boat?
Oh my, that would suck.
I would kill myself.
Imagine how just dumb that crab boat would be.
It would be a lot of fun. There'd be a lot of useless knowledge on that.
Yeah, seriously.
All right,
Whole
guys,
bunch
I've
of-
watched like 6 seasons of Deadliest Catch. I think I get it.
My history major will really be coming in clutch.
I also watched this YouTube video about king crabs, so I think I understand them pretty well.
I watched one fight an octopus
Really?
on YouTube.
Whoa. Who won?
I don't remember.
Well, pull that shit up.
Jamie,
Are you actually pulling it up?
I don't know how to.
Are you in the share video? Watch together?
Wait, no. Someone's gonna have to create that.
It is in there. Just scroll up. It's right. It's the link right before we see everything as toys.
Yeah, it exists.
Oh, gotcha. Hold on, I can find this one.
Just the third time we've done this.
Look, Look,
Hey, Joe understands how Discord works now. He's making leaps here, leaps and strides.
yeah. Oh, he finally Christian finally he really got I finally understand what Discord is.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I explained it in terms of like a house. Like, oh, whoa,
All right, here we go.
this is very loud.
Let's go. How do we? Is that
How's that?
sound now?
I turned it down. Is that better?
Yeah. Okay, that's good.
Wait, I'm
All right,
not
so
in
we
yet.
got.
The crab has no chance of escape. None.
Hold on. If this is the video I'm thinking of, it's pretty exciting. All right, so we got Crab. Crab is kind of posturing up. Octopus making lunges.
That crab's fast.
Oh!
The crab just like frozen there.
The crab's just like, what was that?
Do
Oh! He got-
Do you think the diver saw him?
I don't know. The crab's trying to sneak away. Yep, that was all I had to contribute.
Dang, that was cool.
Yeah.
That was literally a Joe Rogan like, Jamie, pull that video up of that thing fighting the other one.
Where were we?
I don't remember. Just talking about. Oh, we were talking about being crab
Just
fishermen.
being bored out of our skulls.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Dude, that first week of Corona vacation was like another week of spring break, and now everyone's
Yeah.
like, please give me something to do.
The first week back was like, well, this is weird, but it's gonna end. And honestly, we're just kind of drinking in the living room.
We justified a lot that first week back. Oh,
Yeah.
Wow, we ate a lot of crap that week.
We ate nacho. I forgot. We ate nacho cheese for
like 3 nights in a row.
yeah.
It was the same nacho cheese 3 nights in a row. Let the record
Yeah.
show.
Dude, it was just like every night was just like nacho cheese, chips, cinnamon rolls, and a run to McDonald's.
And lots of wine. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Oh my god, there's so many bottles
Yeah,
of
'cause it
Lilana.
was Rocky's birthday.
That's
Oh,
right.
Yeah. Jeez, that all feels like a long time ago.
Oh my god.
How long have we been stuck like this?
Too
3 weeks?
long.
It's getting close to a month now.
Yeah, it's almost a month.
Dude,
Do
today
you think Whitmer's gonna extend it again? I think she's pushing it.
I'm gonna cry if she does. I don't wanna.
I know.
Like, I
It's
think
like-
I think when everyone was like 70 days, everyone was like, hell no, please don't do that.
Yeah.
Well, it's like even if it does end up being that long, which I hope it's not, like don't do that to my morale. Like,
Yeah. Keep put me on that saline drip of hope.
give me just 1 week extensions for the next month.
Yeah, but I think everyone like it's not even a political thing at this point, even though we've talked about that a ton. It was literally like 70 days, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, I can't do that."
No, this is like humans can't function like this.
Dude, these people cried during the last election. Like, you think they're gonna be able to socially for 70 days?
Dude, I saw this article that talked about like the act of handshaking might be over after this. Like, okay, moron. Like,
Yeah.
Society is coming to an end.
dude, if I meet anyone in my life and they're like, "Oh, I don't shake hands after Corona," I'd be like, "Well, I'm not hiring you." Like, you freaking
Yeah, I know.
weirdo.
Dude, did you know that the Wimbledon tennis tournament has pandemic insurance?
Smart. That someone
Whoa.
does.
They're set to make like 140 or something.
114 million?
Like, I don't know if it's 114 million, but they're set to make like some serious money.
114 billion.
Bill Gates,
Yeah.
pay up.
I want to
Wimbledon
know the
becomes a
story
world
behind
economy.
that.
Damn. Honestly though, I think that it kind of okay, like with the cruise industry and the airlines and stuff. I'm actually surprised they didn't have insurance for this kind of thing. Like you'd think that this would be the thing that'd be like, this would kill our business.
Yeah.
If there was one thing that would kill our industry, it would be a virus that could be spread really easily.
Or
Yeah.
any sort of major health.
Exactly.
Yeah. No. And honestly, I'm so mad we bailed out the cruise industry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, why? Why?
I don't understand why we bailed him out when it was like, why don't they just get those loans that can be forgiven, you know?
Because they're
Yeah, it's
special
like
interest
if
groups. I
those
don't
are
know.
theoretically available to everyone, like
You're not wrong, Alex. Well, I mean,
Yeah, no,
Congress voted
it's just-
themselves a raise, so like,
I just like how like the Kennedy Center ended up with a couple $1 million stimulus package, and still ended up laying people off. Just the sheer amount of politicking that goes on.
yeah. I kind of want to bring this up in the next CLO thing if we talk about Corona, which will be like, why didn't they just say, okay, everyone gets a check, and if you're a business, get a loan that'll be forgiven. Like that's all you had to do. But nope.
that would make too much sense.
Yeah. And I feel like, I don't know, I feel like Steele would probably, I kind of want to hear what he thinks about that. I don't think he'd disagree, but maybe we're missing something. Maybe Alex is purely right, and it's just totally BS. Like, well, we want a cut of that pie, and it's $2 trillion of pie.
That's a lot of made up pie.
Mmm.
Yeah.
Tastes good going down. Doesn't taste good coming out.
That's what she said.
Oh God.
Does it taste good going down
Oh God.
I just don't think about it too much.
though?
So does that stay in?
For all of posterity, I'm never gonna listen to this.
Yeah, dude, I don't know why you think.
I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of stuff that has happened over the years where all of a sudden someone's like, "Look, they're a racist," and you're like, "Okay." Although,
Well, I
If
think it's
someone
just like
wants to go through 250 hours of a podcast,
that's true.
they're welcome to.
They'd probably rather die at that point.
if anybody on this podcast is like condemned by this podcast and then they like decry like I never liked those boys, then you suck.
Yeah, mom's all.
If Alex starts running for president and he's just like
Oh, sure.
I was a
can't run for
wild young
president, you
man
idiot.
and they were bad in oh that's right you can't. Oh whoops.
Well, me neither.
Alex, I would vote for you.
So when Alex
when
runs
we-
for senator,
Derail
Yeah.
Christian's
Oh heck yeah.
campaign and
bro, I'm white, German, blonde-haired, blue eyes. There's no way I'd win in the first place.
Not in Michigan.
Especially with a conservative viewpoint.
Yeah, you talking about like the invisible hand of the market.
He just hates poor people.
I'm gonna start campaigning as a Democrat just to troll you.
I mean, you did vote Democrat in the last election.
Oh.
Well, all right. We all have our moments.
You should make milk.
We were all different people freshman year, Alex.
Oh, speaking of campaign elections, screw you, Bernie Sanders. Glad you lost. Ha!
Boom.
Yeah.
A lot of very upset people.
Good. I hope they cry themselves to sleep every night.
See, you know that right there.
Fuckers want to ruin the country.
Take that, communism.
Yeah. And if future Christian, for some way, shape, or form, is disagrees with this statement, he's clearly been kidnapped and there's a clone.
Christian, if you're listening to this, this isn't you. Fight back.
It's like the sleeper of agent activation word, like classical liberal. I just wake up like destroy communism. It's like the opposite of that Simpsons skit where like Leonard wakes up, must destroy capitalism.
Yeah. Oh, he like smashes out of his tomb.
Yeah, when they're like, Soviet Union. I thought you guys broke up. That's what we wanted you to think.
Activate Lenin.
Like the Berlin Wall pops back up.
What do you think of Joe Biden? A Biden versus Trump campaign looks like.
Oh,
Dude,
God.
those
from just-
debates are gonna be lit.
Dude,
Apart from just absolutely wild.
we thought last year was a shit show. Oh my God.
We gotta convince them to talk about who's been more of a Harvey Weinstein.
Dude, if we can get Joe Exotic into the debate somehow, like as a topic, I will be so happy.
My life
If
would be fulfilled.
I will say this as someone who is very principled on my ideology, if Donald Trump gives a pardon to Joe Exotic, who I think is 100% guilty of what he did, I will vote for Donald Trump just because that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life, and I want it to happen.
Wait, Zabraki, what'd you say?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I
Yep.
agree, Christian. That would just be kind of amazing.
Like, holy crap, I just...
Do you think he does that if he loses the election?
If he does
and
what?
he's just on the way. If he's just imagine he loses the election and he's just on the way out, and he's like, you know what, Joe Exotic, you're a free man.
Oh my goodness, an American hero.
Like that's the last act of the Donald.
Do you think Joe Exotic would try and just restart his life like he said, or do you think like he would go out in blaze of glory, like trying to kill Carol?
He'd try and kill either Carol or Face. Joe.
Because so far this whole plan has worked for him. He's famous, and everyone thinks Carol killed her husband.
That's true, but I don't think anyone doubts that he also tried to murder her or hire someone to murder her.
Yeah, no one talks about the fact that he filled her mailbox with snakes.
Yeah, or like shot things like in effigy of her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like those are such minor moments in the show, but when you actually think about it, it's like, oh, that was crazy.
Oh yeah.
Dude, if someone mailed me snakes, I'd be so mad. Like, what in the fuck?
That'd be crazy.
Wouldn't you be kind of happy to like have lived your life in such a that you made somebody mad enough to mail you snakes? Like that doesn't happen very. You have to try pretty hard.
That's true.
I think I would realize I made it.
Brocky be like,
I'm
achievement
a
unlocked.
success. Yeah. Achievement unlocked. Fame.
Public enemy number one.
It's like that one with like health.
Yeah. Do you know what the achievement would be named? It's like Raiders of the... Or no, it's like The Last Crusade. Like, why did it have to be snakes? Have you finished your homework?
I'm working on it.
Okay.
I'm just trying to make sure I do everything right.
Dude, okay, like, I like the making class. I actually do. I don't know a single 1 credit on this campus that's actually a 1 credit. They all sound like this. They're super easy. And then you get into it and you're like, oh my god, it's 3 credits worth of work.
Dude, I got assignments piling up. Like these next 2 weeks are gonna be rough.
I just have to get my button gear money in banking.
Fair.
I'm very behind in that class. Oh god. Well, I'll be able to tell where that is in the video because of the blown out audio.
I tried to move it away, but
That's alright. This is a very
I also find
tired... Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say I find it very funny that the upstairs is now afraid of the downstairs house.
Wait,
Oh, the
wait,
drama.
what?
Oh my god, the drama.
What happened?
Should I explain it? I feel like I don't even I lived here for 1 day and I already know like the drama of upstairs.
What- Somebody needs to explain it to me.
Okay, so you know how none of the girls were living there and like Claire would come over because of the one person who was living there?
Yeah.
So she moved away, right? She went back to California or something like that?
Yeah.
And all the girls came back. And then that was good for like a week and a half, and then they got mad at Claire for wanting to hang out down here, I guess, because it wasn't the weekend I was self-isolating because of the whole like, you know, pneumonia thing. She wasn't allowed to come down and hang out with the guys because they were afraid that like that's unnecessarily exposing them upstairs to the guys downstairs.
Oh, is that what the freak out was? Unnecessary exposure?
Yeah, so now Claire is at home and moved out, or at least not staying there because of that.
How many other girls are there upstairs?
2 girls and 2 dudes now.
And 2 dudes now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't really pass judgment though, because Elaine's living here. Like, not like that's a
No,
bad
that's-
thing.
That's fair. Totally fair. Like, sounds like fun.
And they're apparently like the upstairs. I think is like someone up there is like hyper paranoid. About the whole like infection possibility.
Mm,
I kind of want to just go lick the door handle now.
Whatever I've got, you've got it too.
Nobody move.
Oh god. Jesus.
You can't leave now.
Dave.
I think we need to go out our way to like eat up on the porch, and like
You just gotta start. Yeah. Power moving.
no, we're not gonna full on.
Yes, we are.
The house is gonna reach new levels of excitement once Alex gets here.
I'm excited.
It's gonna be. We gotta end in a suitably third floor gallery.
Yeah.
Actually burn down the woods.
Maybe if we just burn down the upstairs part of the house.
Oh, dude,
Summer would charge us
there's a
to build
cat
the
here
house.
now.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Get
Rosie.
any ideas?
No, I'm allergic to cats.
Oh, so's Joe. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
But
It's been fine. She just walks around inside sometimes.
Cool.
she's dope. I love Rosie.
I wish we had a
The
dog that would just come hang out.
I mean, the Bursars would probably give us their dog.
No, I don't want that dog.
Miss Dr. Burzer, every time she talks about the dog, it's always in the like, yep, still here.
I do not want that dog.
I just know, like, I drive up and you just hear it, like, flipping out.
Me and Zabraki almost killed it.
Please clarify that statement.
It almost ran into us
Oh, yeah.
willingly.
You know, Dr. Burzer would have been heartbroken and his wife would have been like, oh no, he's gone. Ugh.
Yeah. Well, what are we gonna do this weekend to unwind from the hard week?
Well, this has probably been the hardest week since spring break, though. We actually went and did stuff for a few hours.
Just gotta
Yeah.
drink it off, you know.
I did get a bottle of wine and a 12-pack of Oberons.
Nice.
Oh, Brocky and I made 5-way chili. Is that what it is?
Yes.
That was really
Why
good.
not chill?
Yeah, so it's pretty much chili with onion and spaghetti noodles.
Cool.
It was really good.
What kind of chili did you use?
We used
Chunky?
chunky.
Yeah, just Campbell's Chunky.
Yeah.
That
Was
sounds
good.
Very good, actually.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, we need salt. Oh, I already wrote that down. Yeah, there's no salt in this house.
Yeah. Christian, as you live here, you will find there are many other things missing that would be found in a normal, well-kept house.
Yeah, like I feel like the things that are missing aren't even like, okay, bougie. It's literally like, you guys don't have knives?
Dude, I lived in a house with no measuring cups for a second. That was fun.
We do have those.
Alex is like stealing glassware from
Wait.
the lab to cook.
Tyler Seeker's house did not have any frickin' measuring cups.
Well, yeah, have you ever seen him cook anything? It's very like,
Oh no,
that's
no,
enough.
no, he did. He did. It was interesting.
You know what we need to do when Alex, when you get here?
What?
We need to do like an MTV Cribs for Egypt.
Oh
and
God,
put it on
yes.
the goobers. Like, you imagine just like opening the camera just walks down the sidewalk past the like beer cans and broken chairs, like the fishing net and the like fire pit, just like Hey, welcome to Egypt. Come on in.
Here's the hammock that's been up all winter.
One of the better pieces of furniture we have.
Oh god.
Here's the kitchen. No ventilation, so if you cook anything too much, the house gets really humid.
Yeah.
Show him your bathroom floor.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the bathroom with the door that turns to cover the light switch.
Yeah, I think that would be hilarious.
Here's the toilet that spontaneously exploded last year, and the mirror that did the same thing a week later.
Kaboom.
Exploded. How?
For legal purposes, it exploded.
Our official statement that the toilet spontaneously erupted.
Emphasis on spontaneously.
Yeah.
I will say though, in spending one night here, we were talking about this earlier. It's pretty dope. Like, honestly, I don't regret at all being Henry. It's definitely one of the best things I've ever done. But this is also pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Hope it's a nice way for you both to finish out your dorm careers with a little time off campus.
Oh yeah,
There's
definitely.
no one I'd rather spend.
Right. I'm going to assume that I did everything right and not double check.
Hey, Brock is back.
I forgot Zabraki's been doing homework this whole time.
Yep.
Podcast tradition.
Isn't it dumb? Isn't that a dumb assignment?
Very. I'm never going to use this.
No, never. But he's formatted it like he wants us to just like keep this forever.
Like, no.
No chance, bucko.
You're wrong, bucko.
No, you're seriously wrong.
Peter Jordanson.
Porden Jeterson.
Oh, dude. Seagulls. So Elaine made us watch the Seagulls bad lip reading video, like music video.
Yeah.
So good. And then I showed them my stick, which is like the same thing. So like Seagulls is like Empire Strikes Back music video, and then my stick is that us looking up the video?
No, that was Brocky doing homework.
Oh. um That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty accurate.
Accurate.
Yep.
Stop it now.
Wait, what's the name of that song?
Seagull.
Oh, no.
Should that become the official music of the podcast?
The podcast opens with.
We live.
I kind of want it to now.
Well, that can be our ending
Oh,
video,
Calvin,
so-
makes me so mad.
Oh, I know. Krugman teaches economics and society.
I
We live in strange times.
I hate that so much.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that is a travesty.
What's the travesty?
This goddamn socialist who claims to be a fucking economist, and especially he claims to be like a free market economist, is teaching a master class on econ.
Oh.
And because they've got people like Gordon Ramsay, who's a respectable individual in the cooking field, then they're gonna see Paul Krugman as the same in econ, and he's a fucking idiot.
Gotcha.
Paul Krugman.
Yeah. God, I hate him.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, that would be a good CLO event. Live stream a cage match between Pongrasic and Paul Krugman.
Hell yeah.
Penny for your thoughts.
I hate Brenda, and a bad guy hit me in the shin, and I peed all in my pants.
It's nothing a little music can't help.
Wait, where is this?
It's playing in Discord.
Oh,
Down to the beach I'm strolling, but the seagulls poke at my head.
Alex wants to skip it. Hold on. I'll play it in the normal one, and we'll just get to the good part.
We were singing that in the kitchen the other.
We were singing in the kitchen, and then we played it in the Arby's drive-through while we were waiting for food.
Arby's must be
You guys
starting to worry
went to
about us.
Arby's?
It's
So good.
it slaps. It's so catchy.
We were literally playing this in the drive-thru at Arby's.
With the windows open.
I'm more concerned about the fact that you guys went to Arby's. Delicious.
Dude, okay, the best story about Arby's so far is the other day we walked down the road that Egypt's on. We walked down towards the water treatment plant, got on the train tracks, and then walked down the train tracks for like a couple hundred yards, and then walked out into that field next to Arby's and went and got Arby's. Which means that there's this lady talking to someone in the parking lot, and what she saw was 4 college students emerge from this dark field.
Wait, how'd you order Arby's? Because you can't go through the drive-through.
Um,
You can walk inside.
yeah.
Oh.
Actually, those places are letting you walk through the drive-through if you're careful, because we called.
That's hilarious.
But
Hey, can we go walk through the McDonald's drive sometime?
sure,
I
that'd be-
guess
That'd be funny.
I'm down.
on brand.
Hi, can we get 20 McChickens, 4 large fries, and 10 large Cokes? You're gonna have to call ahead.
They're gonna start rationing, I bet.
The menu's already pretty limited.
What do you think they do if we tried to order like?
Is the Big Mac still on the menu?
I think so.
Alright.
It was like
Yeah, there's still a big
it was burgers, nuggets,
Fries?
chicken,
No fries.
the fries. Sorry, fries
Okay.
and pop. I think they're still doing ice cream, but yeah, they're. Honestly, I don't know what they're running out of, but like it was a narrowed down menu.
Gotcha.
Maybe it's more of a limited menu, so it's easier for them to make. I don't know. Like we went to get Wendy's today after Salval, and there was like easily a 15-car line. So we went to Arby's.
Gotcha.
It was good, honestly.
Yeah. They forgot to give us straws, but it was good.
No complaints.
I
Man, remember-
complained.
Well, yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Brocky will eat anything. What are we talking about?
Wait, Zabraki, was that the noise of a Lilano open?
No.
No, that was just the noise of an Elaine.
Oh. It sounded like you were opening the.
No, it wasn't a thunk.
Ka-thunk.
Oh, definitely some Lilo Nas tonight, though.
Mm-mm.
Or not,
Yeah.
tonight or this weekend, sorry.
Save it for the weekend.
You know, if we buy 4, we save 10%. Oh, no.
Penny for your thoughts. I hate Brenda, and a bad guy hit me in the shin, and I peed all in my pants.
So good.
Rockin', rockin' and rollin'. Down to the beach I'm strolling. But the seagulls poke at my head. Not fun. I said seagulls. Stop it now.
All right, I literally just was playing with the. I didn't think I could actually do that.
How do you
How do I what?
do that?
So you go into the chat, and you
Yeah.
press !P to play, and then you type in what you want, and it'll search it on YouTube.
Ah, okay.
Oh no.
Who's worse usually when it's like, I have a YouTube video, Calvin or me?
I feel like Calvin's. Wait. I don't know. You guys bring different
Flavors of weird.
flavors of odd video.
That's fair. Calvin, what are you looking up? He's still typing. Dude, I'm really into watching Dr. Phil videos.
I'm as gay as a $3 bill. I'm standing in a cage with 5 full-grown tigers and lions. And I'll goddamn guarantee I'm a hell of a lot butcher than any of you straight politicians that are getting blowjobs in the back office.
That is all.
Well, hell, he's got my vote. That's so good.
What's that hot dog video called?
Oh no.
Wait, oh no, the one you see. Alright, I'm going over to watch it together. The video's so weird.
I like refound it just for just to put in the Whitley Federation chat. Gave me kicks.
Oh, here it is.
Fastest hot dog shooter in the Northwest. I've never seen nobody be able to do this. I can do it quick. Okay? I'm just saying. You can go viral with this.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
What? Why?
I'm crying.
Oh my god.
Why? Why? Why?
No, that's talent.
No, that's a Kyle recruitment video.
Oh damn. Okay. Oh god. That.
I just he sounds like what I imagine a dinosaur sounds like.
Oh no, I watched that on the CLO YouTube channel. It's just... Now that channel's been corrupted and we'll get such recommendations.
Dr. Steele's gonna be like, Christian,
I feel like Dr. Steele would be intrigued by this video. I mean, he'd be like, what?
You should just like late night, like 3 a.m. just like, Dr. Steele, check this out.
Oh my god. That's so good. Oh. God. That was better than the clip you shared in the Federation the other day.
The whole thing is just
Just... That is the strangest thing I've ever seen.
Jeez.
And Brocky, this isn't meant as an insult, but I feel like that would be a real Brocky talent.
Never mind, I'm not gonna.
Would you try that, Sabraki?
I feel like I would die. Like, imagine getting that whole thing just stuck in your trachea.
Just...
The thing is, that dude looks so weird. I just have so many other questions.
Oh god. That's the kind of video I wish we could drop in Prayer Squad. Can you please add me and I'll post.
I'll throw you in the Hillsdale or bust chat if you want.
Oh, I'm in that one, dude.
But yeah, just throw it in right now, just randomly.
Oh no.
Just put that in and like thought of you guys.
Gotta add one of the greens.
Oh god. Oh, that would be so funny.
I'll do it.
That I believe. I'm sharing it in the Federation.
So good.
Should I do it?
Alex has the family.
Wait, will
Oh,
you
they're good.
actually?
It's
I want
good.
to.
It's just
Cal-
weird, like adjusting
Adjusting to what?
normal life again.
Yeah.
What's normal about this?
Should I put it like
Just like
just the
feedback
video
on.
or like?
No, you gotta add them.
Don't add them, but if you just said like thinking of you guys.
Or how about like, I thought this would brighten your guys' day?
Wait, hold on. Where are you putting?
What if you say like what if
Don't
you
worry
say
about it, Joe.
what if you say like thinking of you guys and then like wait 5 minutes and be like oops wrong chat.
Wait, are you putting it in the prayer squad chat?
Hillsdale or bust.
Oh, thank you.
Oh
I want to be
god.
able to see this.
I
just wanna
is
see
anybody
who
in the
reacts.
first squad chat?
I bet Joe could get access.
I mean, I could get access.
Oh, that's
Are
true.
you trying to milk my Fundy credentials?
Do you have Fundy credentials?
You know, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I'm gonna do that one thinking you guys.
Yes.
Wait, are you Hillsdale or bust?
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Wait, if you just paste the URL, will it?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm just gonna do the oops wrong chat like afterwards.
Okay.
Because I couldn't bear just.
No, you should just leave it there. Dude, we're gonna be gone. Who cares?
3, 2, 1. Oh wait, it didn't.
No, you got it.
It's kind of hidden. It's just a link. So if you
I'm
click
so
on it, it'll take you.
I'm so dead.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
This is so good.
Wait, you got 2 likes. Who's the other like? Bill Yang.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Bill Yang coming in clutch. I'm so. Do you think he watched the? Do you think he? Or did he just like?
I'm willing to bet Bill Yang saw it.
Oh yeah.
Because he also liked Oops Wrong Chat.
Knowing Bill.
The guy's just in an RV park. It's so mysterious.
I'm gonna play it again on watch together.
No.
Hot dog shooter. In the Northwest, I've never seen nobody be able to do this. I can do it quick. Okay?
I'm just saying.
We gonna go viral with this one.
How many people are in that group chat?
Oh,
51 people.
Oh my gosh.
perfectly. Thank goodness for Bill Yang.
Oh. That was so good.
Sabraki, have you said anything else in this group chat?
Nope.
It's like a nuclear missile submarine surfacing and just firing.
Well, this is amazing.
Should I just wait? Should I leave?
Should you leave the group
Leave
chat?
Leave the chat.
I think that would be funny.
Like
But I
you
want
two,
to see who likes it.
we'll keep you updated.
You just leave out of shame.
Zabraki, you should leave, and then Christian, you should write like a long apology on his behalf.
Yeah, okay, I'm leaving.
I'm gonna like that you left, Calvin. Can I put in a salute gif?
You're the one with the cat crying.
Oh god.
You know, if we make too much more noise, we might.
Alright, that's what I'm gonna do, and I'll call it good. This group chat.
Wait, who liked it?
No one.
Just you three?
You guys should like it. Oh, the leaving?
Yeah.
Oh, Christian, you'll like this. Oh, you got it to it first.
Yes! Dude, I knew we were both gonna be like, yes.
I was like looking for that one. The greatest extra of all time.
That was amazing.
Well, this is the only interesting thing that's ever happened in this group chat.
It's kind of true.
Also, the thing preceding this is someone offering a church service live stream for the Lutheran Church of Our Redeemer. And then it's immediately followed by man fastest hot doggy. Oh yeah.
Well, for the sake of posterity, I think
You think what?
Fundy crowd.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what we do. We make boring group chats interesting.
It's very true.
Got a long history of that.
Yeah, Zabraki, remember our takeover of chat last year?
Yeah.
The Bjorny boys.
Oh yeah.
That's right. Weren't you guys just trash talking them?
We literally we spent like 3 hours just dropping like bad trash talk on them. Like wouldn't say anything back. It was kind of sad.
Oh god.
Well, that was great.
Oh wait, Bill Yang just liked something. Oh wait, no, it's my phone finally getting the update. Dear Lord. Never mind.
Oh no, he liked all the gifs.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, thank God. I thought my phone was just trash.
He did not like Calvin Zabraki's left the so.
Why did he leave? That video was funny.
Hashtag
Wait. Should someone...
Can I re-add you?
No. Yeah. Should someone re-add me and then like? Oh wait, stop. I gotta think of something like.
Hashtag bring back Zabraki.
We need something like, he has returned.
Shoot. Something like the attempt on my life was you scarred.
Yes, do that. Or should you do Thanos, where it's like, you couldn't live with yourselves, so that brought you back to me. How do I... This group isn't locked, is it? Oh, members, there we go.
What is it? You couldn't live with your own failure?
Yeah, you couldn't... Yeah, it's like you couldn't live with your own failure. Where'd that bring you back to me?
Bill Yang is so supportive of this whole thing.
That kid's awesome. Oh god. Dean Pete's in my contact book. Do not add him.
Oh gosh.
Oops.
Can you imagine the panic of being in a group chat and seeing Dean Pete has entered the chat? Evacuate.
Did you re-add me?
I can... Just tell me when you're ready.
Has anyone else looked at it yet?
Yeah, like 2 people like stuff. Hold on. It's up to you.
Yeah, do it.
Alright. These theatrics are like purely our own.
Yeah, we're just creating drama for no reason.
Did you get added?
Oh, that's refreshing. I think your phone takes a while or something.
Hold on, let me... Failed to add member to Hillsdale or bust. Wait, do you think it'll...
I think you can actually rejoin.
Let me try.
Like, I can, like...
It may be closed.
Let me try rejoin. Should I just rejoin and do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it won't let us add him because he removed himself.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Which one are we going?
Should we do the we're not worthy?
Yes. I'm gonna do flailing.
Are we gonna get in a lot of trouble with these guys if we do the we're not worthy pray worship one?
I don't care, do you? What are they gonna
We
do
don't
about
even-
it?
Let's
Screw
be
it.
honest. We don't even go here anymore.
Oh, we don't.
Hold on. I need to find one with text.
I know the perfect thing
Oh,
to add after I say this.
okay.
Flaming Elmo.
Flaming Elmo.
Yeah, the flaming Elmo.
Are you gonna add it, or do you want one of us to?
No, I'm gonna do it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we're definitely getting our money's worth.
This is what our time turns into.
It always degenerates at some point.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I regret nothing.
Wait, no. There was one farther down. I think that was kind of.
Hold on.
Oh, I think I have a good one.
Oh, someone likes that. Who's the flower? Hannah.
I think that's Hannah Stumpf.
This is too good. Well, that was fun.
We making friends and influencing people?
Yeah, you should see what we put in.
Oh dear. Has anyone responded?
Joe.
All right, I think we've done our duty. Another group chat made useless.
Mission accomplished. The George Bush. I'll put a picture of that up.
Christian, you should put that up, and then all of us leave.
Do you want to?
No, because I kind of want to see the reactions.
Yeah, me too.
No. You guys leave. I'll.
Oh, that's right. It is Good Friday. Oops.
Dang.
Wait.
Is there any way to make Bill Yang not positive?
I don't know. It's awesome.
I don't even know who this dude is.
He's a cool guy.
Yeah, I got to know him really well over the mission trip.
The best is still thinking of you guys. All right. I think that's a good night's work.
What a way to end.
Yeah, do you want to end it? That's been about 2 hours.
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
End it right there.
All right.
Well, Christian, did we record all that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Next week.
Sounds like a
Well,
plan.
Alex, you'll be here next week.
Yeah, next week we'll all be in the same room.
That's true.
Heck yeah.
Sick.
Until then,
All right. Both be
Alright.
safe.
Alex,
See you
have a good
guys.
Easter, buddy.
Yeah, happy Easter, everyone.
Yeah.
All right.
See ya.
Later, boys.
See ya.
Soviet Union? I thought you guys broke up.
Yes, that's what we wanted you to think.